Former Finance Minister in the Rawlings administration, Professor Botchway, says the principles of probity and accountability espoused by Jerry John Rawlings should now more than ever cause a reawakening of the nation. The longest-serving finance minister is among hundreds of NDC members who trooped into the Accra International Conference Center today, where the body of the former president has been laid in state as preparations for his burial get underway.
For the nation, JJ was such a huge figure in our whole political scene. And as I said in my tribute, you know, when a man attains such a huge stature, we get very used to it and imagine that somehow the laws of biology wouldn't work with him. So, but it is sad that it happened, and happened so suddenly. I think that the nation will remember him as someone who was so dearly loved, especially by the ordinary man who saw in him someone who really spoke for the ordinary person, and someone who provided leadership, very critical leadership, at a time when the nation was almost literally on the brink of total social disintegration, and provided leadership, especially in the area of economic policy transformation, and leadership in helping us take decisions that needed to be taken, even though they were painful and cost him some political, some of his political liking, and so I do very much hope that the cardinal principles that he stood for, probity, accountability in public life especially, will be taken seriously. These are all values that it would appear are being eroded with time, but I hope that this will provide a certain reawakening of the whole nation to appreciate, the true values of the probity and accountability that he so much cherished.
I will bring you more from what is happening at the Accra International Conference Center. We've got our cameras there, our reporters also on the ground. We'll bring you up to speed. But right now, let me take you to the family home in the Volta region, where correspondent Ivy Setoji is monitoring events there for us. Ivy, describe to us the mood in the family house right now.
Well, here at the family house, there's not much going on. Actually, we have a few family members around planning the funeral here. We understand there is something they are going to do tomorrow. They have a wake up tomorrow evening, and then on Wednesday too, they will also have a mini funeral, and then have a Thanksgiving service on Sunday. But then the grand funeral, according to Ishmael Kowu Agbuti, one of the leaders of the family that I spoke with, they will have the grand funeral right for the Anglo State in February. That is next month. So for today, as you can see, this is a family house. A few people are gathered. They are coming in and out and planning what will happen tomorrow evening and then on Sunday.
Ivy, when the news broke, the news about his death broke, you were there, you spoke to people in the town as well. Tell us about the mood in the town and how people are now reacting as we inch closer to the final funeral rite of the late former president.
Well, it's a sad moment in the area. People are of the view that the late president should be brought home, at least for some rituals to be performed. Okay, so because this thing is not happening, a lot of people are not happy with the issue. They are not happy of the fact that their son, who was a chief, Togbiniti Fafafia of Ahmo, was not brought home. So not much is happening in town A lot of people are in their homes or workplaces. You see some of them sitting down talking about it. It's been a topic all this while in the area about the inability of the authorities or the family. So it's a sad moment. And this time, even though you not find a lot of people, as yes, they are having foreign liberation in the family house to signify that something is happening. And that is part of the ritual currently pouring of libation here at the Agboti family house.
Ivy, thank you very much for bringing us update from the home of the late former president in the Volta region. And as I indicated, we are also live at the Accra International Conference Center. We'll take you there for what is happening. The filing pass currently for the public, but we've also got our reporters on the ground who will be speaking to some known political personalities, and we'll bring you those interviews and all that is happening here on the Journeys channel.